absolutely spectacular.
Hi everybody, I'm Tim Donnelly, voice of the Charlotte Rush, and welcome into the coach's office of the Charlotte Rush here at the Extreme Ice Center in Indian Trail, North Carolina. As today it's our Video Wednesday, November the 1st. We're going to talk Charlotte Rush Premier Hockey right now with the head coach, owner, general manager of the Charlotte Rush Premier Club, and that is Ryan Crothers. Ryan, first of all, we're going to turn things around a little bit and talk about the standings right now. I know it's still early, but good to be in first place. But our opponents this weekend, the Carolina Eagles, they're coming into Charlotte, and they're lurking right behind us. So pretty big weekend of hockey coming up.
Yeah, every weekend's important for us. We're not really looking behind us. We're right where we want to be. We control our own destiny. Something we talked about. It was a long time ago that we dropped a couple of points on the road, 3 points, and we had to make up ground, and we did that. All the things that we needed to happen happened, and now we can just worry about ourselves, and we control our own destiny. We're in first place. Nobody can catch us if we do the things that we want to do. So we're really happy with where we're at.
Well, folks, one thing about Ryan Crothers, if you don't know, he doesn't recruit a team and then stick with them the whole way. He will tweak that club. He's always on the phone, always scouting. And, Ryan, we've had some player shuffling, and we got a little bit more right now. We have another new player. One guy who was on the Premier Club that, at least temporarily, has been assigned down to Elite to get some playing time, wasn't getting a lot of ice. And then one player who's going to be gone from the Rush. Give us an update on the player moves.
Yeah, I think when you talk about our program, I think we're different in our approach. No one's guaranteed anything. Everyone signs on to be a part of our program. They don't sign for one team or the other, and we keep things honest, and it's not the program for everybody. Every day guys are held to a different standard and accountability. So for whatever reasons, we either go through a lot of guys or guys move up and down, but we want to bring the right players in, players we know we can move on, and players we know are the right for our culture. So Dakota Davis has moved back to his team from last year in Texas, and we've brought in Bailey Conklin. We made a trade for Bailey Conklin. He was excellent this weekend. He's going to play big-time minutes for us. He's a very good hockey player, so we're excited to have him. We also return Max Mulhall and Joe Palermo to the lineup, and I would expect to add another high-end forward by the end of the weekend, before the beginning of the weekend. So we're really happy with our roster right now. The way it's come together and formulated, the last few days of practice have been tremendous, and really just excited. When you look at our team, it's starting to look very similar to the teams we had success with, so excited about that.
And Mark Kisco, very talented forward, advanced to the Premier Club this year, but it's so hard to get a lot of ice time. And I think you guys made the right move, letting him to get on to Elite, sharpen his game, getting a lot of minutes, and hopefully be back up with the Premier Club at some point.
Yeah, Mark's a big part of our program and our future and what we want to do. And like you said, he just wasn't able to gain that spot. He had the opportunity early in the season. He was on the power play, and he was on top two lines with us here. And he just didn't make the most of that opportunity, but he fought to stay there. He works extremely hard every single day. And for us, it's about finding him quality minutes. At his age, and with him going to play another year here next year, it just didn't make sense for him to be in and out of the lineup or not getting the ice time he needs. So he'll go back down to Elite, and I'm sure he'll do a tremendous job there. And when something opens up with Premier again, I'm sure he'd be the first guy that we bring back up.
Final road weekend for the Charlotte Rush last weekend in this 2-month stretch in between our home games. We're back home this coming Saturday and Sunday for the first time in 2 months. We'll tell you more about that. But good news from Atlanta, Ryan. Game number 1 Saturday night, a big 6-0 shutout. And you look at the box score. I tell you, Ryan is making all the right moves. Joey Farrow with a hat trick in that game, and they weren't power play goals. They were even strength goals. Matthew Hedlund continues to impress. Pretty big effort on Saturday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. It was great the way our guys played and responded from a game in Richmond that we wish we had back. And Joey Farrow, since he got called up from Elite, you look at it both ways. Again, he's a guy, we hold all our guys accountable, and he earned the opportunity to play Premier. And he's made the most of that opportunity, and he gets his first Premier goal and follows it up with a hat trick in the same game. So really happy with him. He's doing a lot of good things for us on the blue line. He's a big body that moves well, and he shoots pucks well. So I'm glad to see him get rewarded in that aspect. And then Matthew Hedlund's a dynamic player. I think he's one of the top players in this league, and it showed again. And he fills the back of the net, and he plays extremely well. So happy for those guys, happy for our team effort, and I thought we played really well for most parts of that game.
Ryan, it's never easy to get a shutout at this level, and Sam Best did come up with one for you.
Yeah, Sam played great. He made some very big saves. I think he had some high-quality chances. I think he really sparked us. He made a breakaway save when the game was, I think, a one-goal game, and we turned around and put 3 in the net over the next, 5 minutes. So I think what Sam did was exceptionally well, and that's why he's our starter, and that's why we turned to him.
Ryan Crothers visiting with us on this Video Wednesday, talking Charlotte Rush Premier Hockey Game 2. Another big one. Didn't get a shutout, but 8-3 win. How about the highlights and the excitement about that game?
I don't think we came out to the start we wanted to, and it took us a little while to get going. And then we had an unfortunate injury with one of our guys, and a scary moment for us. And the guys kind of rallied around him, and it was good. We came out of the third period on a mission, and I think we had 6 goals, in the third. So I think it was one of those moments where we'll look back in the season and think that third period might be something that kick-started us, and we went through some stuff as a team, and the guys are a lot closer now, and the way we played was exceptional. It could have went 2 ways, and I would have been fine either way. I think we could have came out of the locker room and maybe laid down, and we didn't. And I think it shows the type of character we have in the locker room, and getting the right kids here, not just the best hockey players. We try and bring in the right kids, and I think we have that here, and I think we have something really special going on. And all we're concerned about is ourselves and getting better each day. I've mentioned it before. Some of the things in the past that you want to control, we've already controlled. By winning a championship last year, we've controlled home ice advantage for the first part of it. So for us, it's important we just get better each weekend and not so much worry about where we're at, where we're seated for the playoffs, because right now, as long as we make the playoffs, which I'm certain we will, we have home ice advantage in the first round. So we're excited about that, and we're taking a different approach. Baby steps more than leaps and bounds this year.
All right, and we can't emphasize enough, it's so good to be back home. That's right, Judy Garland from The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home, and we feel that way after being away for 2 months. We come back to the Extreme Ice Center this weekend, Saturday, November 4th and 5th, to host Carolina, and they are a team, Ryan, below us in the standings, but even then there are in-state rivals owned by our good friend Jocelyn Langlois, so there's a lot of reasons why the Rush want to win these 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, we want to win every game. We're not overly concerned. Like I said, we're happy with who we are and what we are, and we know what we're about, and we don't really care who it is. We're just happy to play at home, and I think we'll just let our play speak for itself.
And we're going to have some nice festivities here, a little excitement off the ice as well this weekend, Ryan?
Yeah, I would expect, since we've been gone for so long, our players have started their Movember campaign, and one of the big things we are is involved in the community, from our St. Baldrick's event to Movember. We're going to have the VFW here in an honor guard, with Veterans Day being this month, and our players are all sporting camo hats with our logo on it for veterans, and it's important to give back to the community and recognize veterans and our military, and for us it should be a nice home weekend. I think Saturday should be a lot of fun. It should be exciting. Our guys all cleaned up their appearance, and we have a sponsor at Matthews 2 Barber. They're coming out. It'll be a sponsorship night for them, and for us, just to play at home is exciting enough. So expecting some food trucks outside as well, and it should just be a fun weekend at home again.
Wow, a lot of things happening on and off the ice for the Rush this weekend. Hope that you'll come out. Ryan, these are some good times right now for the Charlotte Rush Premier Club, and we'll try to keep that train rolling again this weekend against Carolina.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Tim.
All right, Ryan Crothers, head coach of the Charlotte Rush Premier Club, with his thoughts and observations. Again, the Charlotte Rush Premier team will be getting underway this Saturday at about 7:40, and then Sunday's game approximately 12 noon here at the Extreme Ice Center. Hope you'll come out and support this club, and don't forget to also visit our Charlotte Rush social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thanks to Andrew Scollard, our cameraman from the Carolina School of Broadcasting, and of course, we'll look forward to having you back again next week for our Video Wednesday. I'm Tim Donnelly. Thanks so much for watching.